Anthem TV, a free streaming digital community. With a click of a mouse or a tap on your phone, you have instant access to free TV shows, movies on demand, music, pay-per-view events, and so much more. Download Anthem TV on your smartphone, smart TV, or any streaming device and enjoy instant access. Subscribe and download Anthem TV today.
Rudy sent me a photo 15 minutes ago that I thought was great. You got this photo up there, Jose? Put this damn photo up there. Show these people that are kind enough to watch this show. For those that are listening to it, this is a picture of Rudy addressing kids. I think it was Southwest ISD.
Southwest High School.
And I am on the monitor there, joining live from the Hellscape. This is 3 years ago today.
3 years ago today, Mike and I, Mike via Zoom. I was in person with a bunch of kids that had Saturday detention.
This was on Saturday?
Yeah, and they chose Mike and I. Shout out to Brandon Medina. He's a Red Raider. Shout out to Brandon Medina. He hit you up. He hit me up and said, "Hey, will you talk to these kids about staying out of trouble?"
Yeah.
And Mike and I were like, "Me and Mike stay out of trouble? Sure."
Yeah.
And I went and got up Saturday morning. Mike was on his balcony, it looks like. He had his eyes closed. I hate that screenshot, but you get the picture. The universe is aligning.
Yeah, that is 25 stories
up
at my old apartment where I used to live, a high-rise overlooking Diamond Head in Waikiki, Hawaii. And I don't have any idea what I told the kids that day 3 years ago, but
I was nervous.
Probably
You
don't
were
be
great.
a dumbass.
I remember that. I remember leaving like, damn, Mike was damn good. I was nervous. There's like 5 cops in the room, and then all these kids that don't want to hear us.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean? And a couple teachers, a principal.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, yeah, y'all come talk to these kids. And I was nervous.
My lesson to people, the kids that are in trouble, normally, if I talk to them, it's get your head out of your ass, quit being a dumbass, or get the fuck out of the way so the good kids can excel and quit being a distraction.
Right.
Either get on the horse or get the fuck out of here. Seriously, I'm hard with teenagers. Maybe too hard. I don't remember a word I said, but it was probably something along those lines. Probably didn't use so much profanity.
No,
though.
it wasn't any profanity.
That was a good time, man. I remember that. I remember thinking it was cool that you were doing it with me.
Yeah.
And I remember also thinking, I don't remember a lot what I told the kids, but I do remember, and I'm not kidding. I remember thinking he and I need to do a show together at some point.
Right.
I don't know how it's going to happen. I don't know that it's ever going to be able to manifest. So this was, as we do this show today, it's what, April the 2nd, April the 3rd?
2nd.
So this is April the 2nd, 2022. Dang. This is 1 week before I actually came home. The following weekend, I flew home because I was the MC at a charity gala for my buddy Mike Miller
The poker.
and my buddy James Leha. They know it's a Miracle League, the
Oh,
baseball
yes,
league
yes,
that
yes,
I
yes,
support.
yes.
My buddies that are on the board, they run that Miracle League baseball. It's a little league for disabled kids. And a week later, I actually went to the gala as the MC, and Nina was my date. It was our first date.
Oh, you were already.
We've been talking on the phone,
Got you.
but I had never actually like dated her or nothing, you know. And I just asked her to go with me a week later. Then it wasn't long after this I made the decision I need to get home for good. So, and that day I remember that well. It was early in the morning for me because we're 5 hours behind.
Oh, that's right. That was like 10 in the morning.
Yeah, that
My
was
time.
that was a 5, and I told him I told him let Rudy go first because the sun's not coming up. The sun's not quite up yet.
Yeah.
And I think it was like 6 a.m. when I did my spiel. Yeah, man, that was a good time. I remember that. Shout out to everybody over at Southwest ISD. We used to be big over there, but most of the guys that were big Thunderdomers over there have now since retired because we're all getting old now, and they got sick of the kids and education, so they got out of it smartly. Good morning. How's it going? It's in the building, y'all. What's up? Your boy AD's in here with an interesting question.
What is that?
What is the difference between chickpeas and lentils?
Good question. My wife forces me to eat both. She snuck some chickpeas into a meal I had last week, and her mom and her are super supportive of lentils because of the protein and the health. I don't know the difference though.
This is one thing that I actually do eat is lentils. Lentils, good.
Okay.
You eat lentils, but not eggs.
Yeah, good. I know what they are really? No, but they're still good.
They're smaller than chickpeas, though.
They are
aren't
smaller.
Yeah. But it's just it's protein
Bunch of
grain.
healthy shit.
Yeah.
Eat both of them.
Yeah. Right.
Well, AD also followed up with his punchline saying, "I've never had lentil on my face."
You see, he can't be serious.
Jim Bob got in trouble one time at the ticket. My first producer, he hates when I tell these stories because now he's like this big time
He's a
television
big-time TV
executive.
guy. Yeah, you can't be telling these horror stories.
He got in trouble one time on public radio, on FCC radio, on Ticket 760 in San Antonio, made the unfortunate comment that a can of chickpeas looks like a can of Glitz.
He said that?
Yeah.
Why would he think that was okay?
That was one of the many times I had to save his job. Because he forgot we were on radio because he got people so used to working with me.
This is what happens when you work with Mike.
Yeah, I make people comfortable, but almost too much.
Yeah, to the point where you tell the whole world that you sit down and piss.
Who does that?
We're just shooting the breeze in here.
No one's listening. It's just us.
That's the goal of all of our shows. I want our show to come off as just two dudes. Don't forget these microphones, forget these lights and these cameras and these video monitors and all of this stuff. We're just shooting the bullshit. That's all you have to do.
I am a little worried about that because obviously the other show I do, everyone's remote, so I never see any of the people that I say these horrifying things to.
Yeah.
So now, with you guys, I actually get to see the people that watch our show, and I'm just like, oh fuck, I sit down and pee.
Right.
Yeah.
And one of these days when one of us gets up and punches you in the forehead, it's because you're too loose with all your weird information. So just prepare yourself for that.
I could show you. I literally got a text this morning from a good buddy of mine, like 10, 15 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Buki is a weird mother father.
Right.
Literally.
Yeah.
Because he's listening to the show from yesterday right now.
Right.
And he was like, damn, you sit down and pee? I was like, yeah, bro. He was like,
every time.
Yeah, and he was like, by the way, Buki is a weird mother father.
The only time the only time that I pee sitting down is when I'm taking a deuce.
Yeah.
That's it. But otherwise, no. And Rudy made the comment that he pees sitting down because he gets up in the middle of the night and he doesn't want to turn the lights on to wake people up.
Right.
So I have a solution to that. So we have a digital scale in our bathroom.
We do too.
And so when I have to go, I step on the scale because it lights up and then I get a quick pee in so I don't miss.
Okay.
There you go. Try that.
All right.
See if that works. Sitting down to pee in the middle of the dark is no place for a man to be. It is in the building. It is episode number 297 from the Texas Cheer Studios at Pub Sports Radio in Southtown, Texas. The audio disseminator is Jose Bouquet.
AKA Buki.
Jump in here. Many of you already are. Hit us up on the Super Chat. You can tip us via the Super Chat. Let us know your thoughts. We want to hear from the people on the chat that goes on the right-hand side of my screen anyway. You can also link to the Buy Me a Coffee link, which no doubt Buki will put up here in a minute. And you'll be able to shoot us some tips that way. Subscribe to our YouTube channel for absolutely free at Love You Hard TV. If you are a Houstonian and you are checking out local things in San Antonio because you're going to make your way here, welcome. I tweeted out a link to our show today. I tagged a bunch of Houston Cougars fan clubs
You
and
did?
Barstool Cougs and stuff like that.
Good job.
Yeah,
Mike.
just letting folks know. Welcome to San Antonio. In these parts of Texas, the best effing sports show, period, is this one. So welcome in here, and congratulations for finding us, and do us a favor and grab yourself a subscription. It's absolutely free. If you love us, you can stick around and become a member for only $6 a month, and you get all of our exclusive members-only content every day that we do it by becoming a member. It is in the building. Let me kind of get some more housekeeping items out of the way real quick, and we'll move into it.
Absolutely.
So you know how I get panicky every time.
Here he goes.
We've had 10 teams sign up in the last week. Thank God.
No,
Thank
no,
God.
really?
Rudy,
No shit, Mike.
every year, but Rudy, last week we didn't have nearly enough.
Mike, San Antonio's a walk-up town.
I know, man.
It's a walk-up town. Like,
Are we ever going to
Hey,
get out of that,
dude,
though?
that May 17th, your phone's gonna ring at 7 in the morning. Is it too late to bring a team?
I know. I know.
No, May 16th. Is it too late?
All right. We have 21 teams.
See,
now.
hell, you see
Thank
what I'm dealing
God.
with, Buki? You hear how he's been panicking for 3 weeks, and now he's got 21 teams. He only needs 25.
I need a few more.
Trust
Look-
me, I understand.
All right,
I know
just
you
need
know.
a few more. All right.
Okay.
So let me give a shout out here.
Go ahead. Give
All of
one.
our barbecue teams. And for those that are watching this for the first time, on May 17th, we're having a charity barbecue for the Salvation Army here in San Antonio, Texas. And we're having a cook-off to raise money. It's only $150 to sign your barbecue team up. You ain't got to be, some super chef. You got to be Anthony Bourdain.
But if
or
you are,
anything.
you're welcome.
And are all welcome. It's all for the kiddos, and it's only $150. All right. The Mestizos, Never Enough Time, the Marbach Miracles, the Macaulay Gang Cookers,
What?
Mucho Smoke It Easy, AJ Monnier Barbecue Team, Cuts by Jones, the Pit Bullies, Grilling in the Name of. I like Grilling in the Name of. Smoking Texas Steel, Los Hermanos de Pipa, the Burner Boys, the Dead Smokers, Beat My Meat.
That's my favorite.
I'm
one.
Of
glad
course
they're
it
back.
is. Meat Slingers, Dos Amigos.
Wait, stop.
Yes, sir.
Meat slingers?
Yeah, the meat.
I like that one,
Meat
too.
slingers. At least it's better than meat
Yeah.
meat slappers or
Yeah.
something.
They're just slanging meat. That's
Correct.
what they do.
It is cooking. That's all they're doing.
I slang meat.
Dos Amigos. I lay pipe. Smoke in, smoked out.
I didn't know you were a
Flaming-
plumber.
Flamin' Carbones and Team Sunburst. And we got thank God, we almost have all of our sponsors now, too. I've been hustling. Y'all know.
No, I know.
I've been sweating, praying to Jesus.
And shout out to Cuts by Jones. He's our wood guy.
Yeah.
He
He's the
does
guy that
all
does
our-
all of our carvings.
Yeah.
He's awesome.
He's awesome.
All right. T-shirt sponsor, Methodist Healthcare. Our trophies are provided by Tri-City Paint. Some other sponsors, Perez Law, Lexgar Pressure Washing and the Paletta Man, Sunburst Gymnastics, Price Chevrolet, Henry's Puffy Tacos, Figueroa Delivery Logistics, the Conjunto Cats, DeLuna Event Consulting, Bernie Generators, and financial consultants of Bernie, Texas. Thank God. So we're not done yet, but we could put the barbecue on today if we had to.
Of
But I want
course.
to get some more stuff
Woo!
because we're still over a month out. So anyway, we really had a good week, y'all. So I feel loose. I feel healthy. I feel relieved.
Nina,
I shit well
Nina,
this
keep
morning.
him calm, please.
I took a nice, good shit today. I haven't shit good in a week because I've been sweating this barbecue, but today I had a big old country style in there. So
I had a great woman.
Feeling
I had a great movement this morning too. I was happy about it. I was like, word. This is when you know you're getting old, when you start worrying about your bowels.
All right, let's get on to the show.
Let's
Thank
do it.
God. All right, it's time to talk about that weekly segment that we talk about what we're watching. It is In the Building on Love You Hard TV.
Now,
Oh, we have
it's time for What Are You Watching Wednesday? No, what are you watching Wednesday? No, what are you watching? No, what are you watching Wednesday?
All right, shout out to Big Balls Pat for putting that together for us. That's a good intro because there's so much TV now, whether it's on your traditional television or your Roku or your screen.
right.
There's so many great shows and things out there. And it's like there's no way anybody could possibly catch all the great shows on
It's-
all the
it's
different apps.
impossible.
It's impossible. What you watch?
I just finished, and this is sad. I want y'all help me out. I know some of y'all have seen this, but I just want to make sure I'm pronouncing it right. I just finished. It was only 6 episodes. American Prime Ball. American Prime
Let me
Ball.
see the name.
Am I saying that right?
Primeval?
No, it ain't evil.
Primeval. You sure? Primeval.
Primeval.
Primeval. Prime Ball.
American
Primeval.
Primeval.
All right.
When men had to be men. I love this show because it's like 1600. You had the Mormons, you had the Native Americans, then you just had the whites, all fighting over land.
How come we just become the whites? You know, we have Irishmen, Englishmen.
I think the whites
Swedes.
fits. The whites is good.
We just get lumped in. We're
We
just
just
everybody
roll
just
with
white.
white.
Okay,
Just
I'm
roll
sorry.
with
Go
white.
ahead. My bad.
No, great show. I love this show because men had to be men. You know what I mean? Like at any point, somebody just may roll through your town
Mhm.
and start shooting.
Yep.
And then the Native Americans are pissed off at everybody. What is it? Prime? It's not Primeval, Roshi.
Maybe it's Primeval.
Maybe it is, but there's no I.
That's because they compounded the word together. It's whatever.
Primeval, whatever it was.
Those
great
damn
show.
whites and their spellings.
Yeah, great show, man.
Yeah.
Who? And then I know y'all know actors by the name Taylor Kitsch,
Okay.
Betty Gilpin,
Okay.
Kim Coates,
Let me see the pictures of these people. I'm
Shea,
better with pictures.
Shea Wiggum.
Again, I love Shea Wiggum.
He's got
Fucking love Shea.
his role
Wiggum.
was awesome.
Oh, dude.
Is that
yeah.
the uncle of Ralph?
No,
Shea Wiggum was in Boardwalk Empire. He played Nucky Thompson's brother. He was terrific playing the sheriff of the local town. All right, dude.
great
Yeah.
show.
That's another thing, by the way. There's so many good shows. Like 15, 20 years ago, I was a pop culture aficionado, an expert. I knew every actor in every show, right?
Yeah,
Now, though, there's so many damn shows that I can't name. I don't know a lot of celebrities
No,
these
me
days.
neither.
And there's so many influencers now. I can't keep
Yeah.
up with who's
Does
famous,
the-
but that show looks good. That cast is good. Shea Wiggum's the shit.
yeah. Does the name Peter Berg ring a bell?
Yep. Peter
It's
Berg.
his show.
Okay.
Directed, executive produced.
Yeah.
Only 6 episodes. I don't know if they're gonna
All
do a
right.
season 2. I don't
American
know if they can.
Primeval.
Dude, that is a show. Wife didn't like it too much. She stayed on the iPad all 6 episodes, but I
All right.
binged it.
Good for her
I
for sitting
binged
there
it.
with you.
Yeah, I binged it. That was a great show. Chet kind of agrees with me.
All
So
right. Mine
check that out.
today is I hope it's not lame or a give up, but honestly, man, I've been watching movie clips all morning.
what do you mean?
When I got up this morning,
Okay.
I was watching movie clips because when I woke up this morning, my heart was broken
Oh,
at the news that the great Val Kilmer, the very enigmatic, very quirky, Juilliard educated, brilliant actor, the great Val Kilmer, not to anybody's surprise because he'd been battling
He's
throat
been going
cancer
through
for
it,
a number of years, at only 65 years old, had entered acting Valhalla. I just read his autobiography a couple of years ago. It was beautiful. It was great. He was such a weird guy, but just a cool guy and a damn good actor. Vaya con Dios, Iceman. I mean, I've watched Tombstone. I've watched clips of The Doors this morning. I watched clips of both Top Gun movies. It just that hit
even
me in
the
the
second
feels,
Top
man.
Gun, it was
I
weird
l-
seeing them
It
because
sucked.
they
but I'm glad
wanted
he
them a
did it.
part of it, but it was
Yeah,
weird.
He could barely talk. Yeah,
Even died in the movie.
He died in the movie. His
I don't know
character
if I would have
dies.
done that.
Spoiler alert: Iceman dies in Maverick.
And I loved him in Heat.
Yeah, he was great.
He was great. He was the one, was going through it with his lady.
Mhm. Yeah, man.
Yeah, he was great. in Heat.
Vaya con Dios to the great Val Kilmer. So what I'm watching today are a bunch of Val Kilmer clips. Buki, do I dare ask you if you've watched anything you want to bring to the table today?
That's a good question. That's a good
Okay.
question.
Sounds like the answer is no.
No, I've got one. I was
Okay.
thinking about it because I figured this question was going to be asked to
All
me.
right.
I was watching Drive to Survive, the new season
Ah,
of Drive to Survive.
What is that?
It's the F1 show.
The Formula
Oh.
One. Yeah, it's great, dude.
Yeah. I don't watch Formula One. I watch Drive to Survive. So
Right.
I purposely try to stay out of the loop of all of the F1 happenings and then save it all for the show.
You see, but you know what? It's funny you say that, and I feel like that's what's going on in golf. golf is getting younger, but it's not getting younger necessarily by kids actually watching a tournament. They're watching their favorite golf influencers on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
And Jose saying that, like, hey, I don't watch F1, but I watch that show.
Right.
And eventually he will get to the point where he's going to that, and that's the gradual steps.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, okay, we're introducing golf to these kids by YouTube, and they go create the content. Next thing you know, they're 5, 6, 7 years older.
Mm-hmm.
They're playing 2-3 times a week, and they're actually watching a full golf tournament. So golf is the fastest growing sport on YouTube. Second fastest.
Mhm.
I don't know what number one is, but when Jose said that, it's like, that's how you,
Right.
and that's what the NBA is doing.
Will you
And
watch the F1 race in Austin just because it's up the street from where we live?
Fuck no.
If I took you and got you tickets, would you
Yes,
want to
I
go?
would do that.
That's different.
That's different.
And I
Being
think
there.
that's how hockey is with me. Like, I won't sit down and watch a hockey game, but if
Mm-hmm.
you say, "Hey, Rudy, my guy up in the Metro Sex got us hooked up by the glass for a Stars
Oh,
playoff
you'd have a
game,"
blast.
I'm
dude.
there.
You'd have a blast.
Hockey in person is awesome.
Hockey's
hockey in
badass.
person is the best sport to watch.
I still like hockey on TV, but I'm weird. A lot of people don't, and I get why. I do.
No, I feel you. It's
There
tough
is
for me to
nothing
follow
like
the
hockey
puck,
in
right?
person, though.
No,
Nothing. Even
no, nothing.
women that don't know shit about hockey love it when they go to the hockey game. It's awesome.
Yeah.
So yeah, clips.
I
for
forgot
me.
about
Formula
Val.
One. That's badass.
I forgot about Val was Batman too.
Yeah, Batman. Yeah, he took
He was
over
like
after
the-
Michael Keaton.
Yes.
He was the second Batman
Yes.
back in the day. So what you're watching Wednesday here on In the Building?
Who wants to
presented
sponsor that?
today by Ribaldo. Today we'll give
Okay.
it to Jay.
We'll give it to Jay, but
Jay
we ain't started to
Ribaldo,
buy it.
who hit me up last night, and Rudy too. Had a subscriber reach out today, wanted to talk about a house. Another happy customer because of the greatness that is Jay Ribaldo, the official real estate man of In the Building. If you are in the market for a real estate man, if you come in here from Durham, North Carolina this week and you fall in love with our town and you decide you want good weather all year long, or at least decent weather all year long, you're tired of those winters, hit up Jay Ribaldo, the official real estate man of these parts of In the Building, 210-887-1081. You can email Jay at jribaldo@kw.com. You can check out all of his listings. Ribaldo.com, Ribaldo.com.
And again, let me move my mic back because I don't.
Yes, sir.
We're helping sell homes. We can sell
we
your
go.
stupid ass companies. And
You mean your brilliant company.
you're great. I'm kidding. So, and it's about to get really hot. If you know of an HVAC company
Uh-huh.
that needs some promotion,
Sure.
point them in our direction and let them know, hey man, these guys they've sold roofs,
Yep.
they've sold homes,
Yep.
they sell anything and
Yep.
everything under
Booze.
the sun because we have a legit
Yep.
following that wants to see us win. So if
We
you
sell
know of
divorces.
you know of a great HVAC company, divorces,
We sell soccer.
soccer, nano, we could slackers, we
Yep.
sell it all.
We
So
sell
if you know of
bars.
an HVAC company
Yeah,
that's
man,
in need
it
of some
works.
promotion,
Mhm.
tell them to holler it in the building.
Yeah,
We're
our
fair.
people are loyal. We may not have Bar Stools audience yet,
Yet.
but the audience we have are very, very loyal. And that's what matters. You get a return on your investment when you invested in the building. Thank you for turning that into an infomercial. And JB,
bad.
and by the way, contact our current clients. They'll be honest.
Ask them.
Talk behind our backs. See what they say. I guarantee you'll like what they say. All right, it's time for yet our other Wednesday staple. Right, Jose. It is In the Building on Love You Hard TV.
Now, it's time for people I want to on In the Building.
All right. All right, so y'all know I went to SneakerCon Saturday.
Yeah.
Had a great time. There was one thing that happened that was a little gangster,
Of course, there's going to be something you didn't like.
and that's
Old man.
unfortunate.
Here comes old man Mike.
No, you wouldn't have liked this neither,
Okay, what happened?
especially because I'm there with my lady and her son's teenage girlfriend. We had two
Okay.
kids with us. So we're at SneakerCon, and I told you how, and I don't want this to take away at all from where we were. I had a great time. I was so impressed by these young vendors
Right.
that are hawking these shoes. They're future CEOs of companies that are running shoes. These young influencers, these kids are going to wind up running shoe companies one day. You watch. Anyway,
I believe that.
I did wind up having to go to the bathroom and I go in the bathroom. And so when you walk into the men's room, there's a wall in the middle of the room, so you have to go left or right.
Okay.
Then there's urinals and stalls. So I looked left, and all the urinals were full of dudes. All right, but I was going to go to the right side of the bathroom, but I couldn't get through because there were 5 guys huddled around each other in a circle. And I saw one guy had something in his hand. He had a stack of cash about 8 inches thick in his hand.
He got to at the sneaker con. Go ahead.
Just straight cash in his hand. And they were all like huddled, like, yeah, motherfucker, yeah, no. And they were just like creating. I'm like, whoa. So I had to walk up. Thank God I had to walk around them. And I'm like, hey, guys, pardon me. I'm just trying to be generic. Hey, pardon me.
Yeah.
Generic white guy here.
Yeah.
Mean no harm. And I thought they were like dealing shoes in the bathroom. I'm able to get a look at the guy leading what's going on. He had this tray in his hand, right? And he had 3 little white cups, like little cups you'd like get at the dentist office when they give you the mouthwash, little white plastic cups. And he's spinning them on the deal. And dude, they all have big effing wads of money in their hands. And he picks up one of the cups, Katal. It was a crack rock.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, man.
Mike.
It was a red crack rock. Yeah, dude.
It's probably some other drug.
I know what a crack rock looks like.
Why would it be red? Crack is like yellow beige.
They put dyes in it to make it look cool.
Oh.
They trick it. It's tricked up crack. They were dealing. He was like gambling for crack.
No.
Rudy, I'm not kidding.
No way.
I'm not kidding. They were like, guess which one the rock's underneath, and you win the money, and it was unbelievable.
It might just been gambling on.
They weren't trying to get the crack. They were betting money
on where it's at.
Yeah, and these are grown guys. These aren't even young guys.
Yeah.
Some of these guys had like gray in their beards and shit. So I do my business. I don't even bother washing my hands. I slip on out. And as I'm walking out, 3 big fucking sheriff's deputies come storming into the bathroom. And I turn around, and by the way, there were metal detectors and everything,
right.
So I wasn't worried about that. They walk in there, and one of these big, huge sheriff's guys goes, "Sheriff's Department, y'all want to do this easy or hard? You pick." And they all go, "Easy." All right, they get the fuck out, and they just let them out because they wanted to go hard. We were going to get tasers and handcuffs and shit. So I want to punch the idiots.
Did you call the sheriffs? Was it you that
Rudy,
snitched?
no.
Oh,
Are you kidding me?
I didn't know.
I'm from Rock Island, Texas. You don't snitch on folks.
No snitching.
You don't damn sure don't snitch on drug dealers. I want to punch the dude dealing drugs in the bathroom at SneakerCon in Houston, Texas on Saturday. That was the one thing that was scary. And they had to lead these assholes out, and they had to parade them all through the deal and everything. And everybody just went about their business. But it was, I'm from Alamo Heights, man.
You from Fort Worth, dog.
I was clutching purses.
Dude, you lived with the fugitive, dog. That ain't nothing.
I know, but still, man. I mean, guys, what are we doing? Let's not do that in sneakers.
We're just having a little gamble.
You know why? It's because they know everybody's holding cash in.
Everybody's holding
because
cash.
a lot of those vendors just deal in cash.
Absolutely.
But still, that could have gotten real ugly real fast.
Sure.
So punch these dumbasses for doing that. Who you punching today and why?
I am punching fear-mongering nutritionists on social media.
Okay.
Dude, because my wife's always sending me stuff. I'm always sending her stuff. Oh, we should take this. Oh, we should try this. Let's try this recipe. We trying to find the best way to get the extended warranty on life.
Right.
But you got so many people on every side telling you got one side of the room screaming eggs are awful. The other side of the room is screaming eggs are the key to life. Mm-hmm. One side of the room saying meat is killing us. The other side of the room is a carnivore guy that only eats meat and saying my blood is this, my blood is that. Then you got the vegans chiming in. Meat is what's killing you. Then you got the vegetarians chiming in. No, this supplement you think is good. Like now, the latest one I've seen is not all yogurt is created equal. My wife's a huge believer in yogurt. So now she's like, well, they're saying that yogurt is, if it's not this one, then it's bad. All of you punch all of you bastards for scaring the shit out of people like me that I don't know what to believe or what to eat.
Your wife knows. Just listen to her.
Well, no, but even the stuff she's doing, there's a group of people that say she shouldn't be doing it. There's
Such
groups
as
on
meat.
whatever it is. They're like, oats ain't healthy. This ain't healthy. Like anything that you put in your body, there's a sector of the nutritional world that will tell you, actually, that's going to kill you. You know what? And you just got to do what you do.
I'm with you on.
You got to
this.
do
They
what you do.
Create fear.
You got to do what you do. But at the same time, like we talk about politic fear mongering, the nutritionist fear mongering that goes on social media is outrageous. Every day, all day, I'm seeing all sides of the food spectrum telling you, nope, even beets, nope, don't do beets because beets actually do this. And I'm just like, dude, I don't know what to eat anymore. Because there's some group of people that telling me, even though I'm thinking I'm being Mr. Healthy, there's a group of people telling me, no, actually, you're killing yourself faster. I've heard people, perfect example. I heard a dude say, we actually don't need water. You can get all the water you need from fruit.
Okay.
I'm serious.
Fuck that guy. He'll be dead in a year. What is he eating 17 peaches a day?
Dude,
but then you wind up getting too much
crazy.
sugar. Nah, that's bullshit. It's about labels and moderation, like it's always been. Read the label. Like yogurt, I eat yogurt almost every day.
My wife eats it. My wife eats it every day.
I also take a probiotic every day, just in case I don't get a chance to get my yogurt. The key with yogurt is it can't have sugar.
No,
they
we do
lace
zero
it full of sugar.
Right.
It's Chobani plain Greek yogurt. It tastes terrible, which is why I put a spoonful of honey in mine with some blueberries and nuts.
She does some organic blueberries.
All right, maybe a little Splenda.
Yeah.
Because if you get that up, like Yoplait is nothing but it's dessert. It's cake. It's cake in a cup.
Yeah, that shit.
Yeah, don't eat that shit. Anyway, it's about
so punch fear mongering nutrition.
Yeah, that's a good one. Move more, eat less, fuck more. That's it. That's sleep more. That's
and walk.
Well, of course, move more.
Move
more, sleep more, fuck more, eat less. There's Uncle Mike's 4 edicts to living a healthy life.
Amen, brother.
In 2K25. It is Orlando Kill, the official family law man of In the Building. He brings us people I want to punch each and every day. If you need a family lawyer on your side, a family, well, maybe your buddy, maybe your homie's going through it, maybe you got a brother going through it, somebody's going through a divorce. Keep this name in your head because 50% of y'all that are married right now, you will get divorced. It sounds horrible, but the facts are the stats, and the stats are the facts. And Orlando Kill's our guy. 210-775-4995. You can email him directly, orlandokilllaw@gmail.com. orlandokilllaw@gmail.com.
What did Big Al say, Mike? I saw he gave $5. I can't really see because of the light.
Punch the Conservation Society for suing to keep that old, outdated IOTC building. Our downtown needs more revitalization. Here we go. So the Final Four is in town, so we're going to get a lot of locals.
So are the locals bitching already?
Talking about how ugly our city is. I mean,
they don't. The people from out of town don't know.
This is a slippery slope for me.
Okay, why is it slippery? Because you never have a problem saying what you feel.
Well, because I love our city. Do we need refurbishment? Yeah, but do I like the quirkiness of our town, though? Yes. My point is,
consider us quirky?
Yeah, we're old school. We're fucking, dude, I can't get people to get on YouTube to save my life.
Yeah, you ain't kidding about
we
that.
are technologically below. We're behind. We're quirky, we're old school, we're weird, and I like that though about us.
Right.
And while I'm for progress and revitalization, what Graham Weston and everybody that's made downtown livable literally for people is awesome. The Pearl scene is great. And the other thing is, while I was kind of like, I can talk about this town because I live there. I don't want to hear some arrogant prick from Duke shit talk my city though this week. That's why this is a slippery slope for me.
I think
don't be calling my town ugly. I'll call it ugly. You don't.
But this is what we got.
We could use some more technological revitalization. Yes.
This is what I'll say.
Yes, sir.
The NCAA says we're great.
Yep.
We wouldn't keep getting final. Keep in mind now. I'll say this with my chest out.
Coaches all love it
Yeah,
too.
the coach all. The Dome is a dump, and we keep getting Final Fours on the women and men's side.
Dome's a dump
because of the geographics of it.
Yes.
You stay at a hotel that's 2 minutes away from you.
Right.
2 minutes away from the Dome. So the NCAA says we're a 10.
Right.
No, I'm saying
Dion,
the
Dion called and said we were an 11.
Yeah, the NCAA likes us, so I get it. You know, you may look at a dude and be like, "Damn, how did he get her?" Well, he has her. Regardless of what you think of him,
Right.
he has a hottie. You know,
Right.
I've dealt with that. I married up. So, and you know, some people are like, "How did Rudy do that?" Well, Rudy's a bad motherfucker. San Antonio's a bad motherfucker in the right people's eyes.
Right.
So
The
we
people
can
that
say
matter.
what we want.
The
I mean,
people
I'm not saying Big Al is wrong. I'm
Mhm.
not saying Big Al is wrong. I don't even know what he's
Oh,
specifically
we have some
speaking of.
eyesores for sure.
We have some eyesores, but the
It ain't
NCAA keeps coming back,
It ain't
and the
perfect.
dome is terrible, and they keep coming back.
It's not. I don't love it. I don't love the dome. See, this is a good segue into a topic. Can I spin out of our? I know we have a run sheet, and I like to keep up with the run sheet.
Man, go in our own lane, man.
So I read. So welcome to all the outsiders coming into our city this week. And that's, by the way, one of the reasons that the NCAA loves us and the teams all love us, because we are SA Sports and the foundations in our city that put these events on. They're so good to the people.
Mm-hmm.
We're just, and they get treated so well by locals.
Well, not BYU.
Well, that was because they were playing Colorado.
I know.
It wasn't that they were rude to BYU. They just
No.
they didn't even know. They didn't acknowledge
BYU's
BYU's
coach
existence.
was like, I didn't know we were here.
I know. You'd have thought there was a one team bowl game this week. That's fine. But for the most part, we treat everybody well. So welcome to our old school, quirky little big town. So I saw one of these dumbass lists this week. Niche puts these out every year.
Okay.
Like best cities in America.
Yeah.
Happiest cities. You know, Forbes they got a good list. U.S. News and World Report, I like their list. Niche has pretty good lists, but it's just like where y'all get when it comes to like best cities to live in. I don't know where you get your data. They're not using the most important data. So here are the 6 best cities in America for 2K25
According to
Niche.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, number 1. Naperville, Illinois, which is just outside Chicago.
This list is already making it.
Number 2, Woodlands, Texas.
That's Houston, right? Okay.
Pretty much. 3, Cambridge, Massachusetts. Boston. 4, Arlington, Virginia, which is basically DC.
Okay.
5, Irvine, California.
Okay.
SoCal. Number 6, Plano, Texas, which is
Okay.
up near Dallas. So they got Naperville, Illinois, where the average temperature in the wintertime is 4,
Not Chicago.
just outside Chicago.
Okay.
Naperville.
Chicago is great. I think that's the best
But
city
in the
America.
wintertime, though,
No, in summertime, Chicago's the best city in
and
America.
the cost of living,
Yeah.
you need to make $200,000 a year minimum to live comfortably in a lot of these cities in the north to get all these best cities lists.
Mhm.
And the weather is terrible in the winter in most of those places.
And spring. For us, Texas, like spring in Chicago is not fun.
You need a jacket at
You
night.
still need a jacket.
The affordability should be far and away the number one thing that these websites put together, these data, these numbers crunches. Affordability is most important, number one.
Well, if that's the case, Mike, then there'd be a lot of shitty cities on the list because like a lot of shitty cities are affordable.
Exactly, which is why maybe they're not shitty. You know, maybe
You
they're
want to
not
live.
shitty.
Green Bay is affordable. You want to live there?
No, the weather's terrible. That's the thing. The weather for
So
me,
affordability and weather.
one, yeah, affordability and weather. The rest of it is what you make of. Affordability should. So here's who made most affordable according to Niche, because
Okay.
they did put affordability in there.
Okay, cool.
Number 1, Brownsville, Texas.
I don't want to live in Brownsville.
Number 2, Wichita Falls,
I
Texas.
definitely don't want to live in Wichita Falls.
Also on the top 10, McAllen, Texas. Beaumont, Texas. Happiness is what you make it. I guess the point I'm saying to the people that hate on our city and people that live here that bag
Yeah.
on their own city all the time, happiness is what you make it. Do what makes you happy.
I agree with that.
You want to live in poverty in San Francisco, making $150,000 a year because there's 8,000 fucking
Live in a house
regulations.
the size of the studio.
Right.
Right.
That's what makes you happy. Go for it. What makes me happy is affordability and weather. I left Honolulu because of the affordability problem. I was making pretty good money at the ticket, as you might guess.
Right.
Still took a second job. to afford my little that little apartment we showed earlier that I spoke from the
Yeah.
balcony. That was a studio apartment. Didn't even have a bedroom. $2,500 a month.
That's not fun.
It's insane.
That's not fun.
When you live in places, if you're not rich living in these places, you can't enjoy it. Like, but Austin has all these amenities, and I love Austin.
I love
But who can afford to live there? If you're constantly chasing bill money, you don't get to enjoy the perks of living in this town. What good is it to live in SoCal with all these beautiful things to do and all these cool things to
If you can't
do
afford any
if
of
you
it.
ain't got time to do it because you got 4 fucking jobs to pay your bills?
Fair.
Affordability, that's my opinion.
No, that's
number
yours.
one for me is affordability. That's it. And so let me segue into this. I was at SneakerCon.
Mm-hmm.
Downtown Houston is awesome.
It is.
Awesome.
I love Houston.
Awesome.
I love visiting.
This town, and I'm going to, this self-hating, getting mad. I'm going to get mad if we don't vote for the new Spurs Arena.
We will.
I'm going to get effing livid.
We will.
The jobs that get created, the money that gets brought into your city. I was there. So we had SneakerCon going on, and they were getting ready for Astros Mets down the street at Daikin Stadium, the old Minute Maid. I don't know how to say it.
I forgot that it was called that.
Weird. But dude, there was just a buzz because of the big event at the convention center, the SneakerCon.
You could feel it in the air when you're walking around.
And we took it. We weren't inside there for 5 hours. We went outside for about an hour. Me and Nina walked around the city, had some lunch, and there's like Mets fans walking around everywhere with their Mets jerseys on. A bunch of Astros fans. They're getting ready to go to the game that night. Businesses were open. Money was being spent. Kids were playing. It was a good time.
Yeah.
I cannot wait for Project Marvel to get rolling. We get out of the tin can barn that the Spurs currently play in. We build this beautiful thing over here. The Missions ballpark down the street over here. I can't wait for downtown. So the revitalization, Big Al, it's coming.
No,
it's coming.
The last Army Navy I went to, a Gillette up in New England, wherever you want to call it, Boston, whatever.
Uh-huh.
So when you file out of Gillette, it like funnels you into this. The best way I could describe it is, let's say Gillette opened up into La Cantera Mall.
Yeah.
So you come out of Gillette and you take a quick left and you walk up this like small hill, like concrete hill, and you're in bar, restaurant, hangout heaven.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what that's why I hope we will. That's why I hope we vote yes for Project Marvel, because again, when you leave AT&T Center, you almost got to hang out at AT&T Center in the little pavilion because there's nothing else to do. Like the city was going to benefit way more once we're right in the heart of everything. And all those small businesses that have opened and closed and shut down downtown, now they have a reason to buy into these small buildings and open something of some sort, because it's just the thing to do. You've had a few, let's my buzz wear off a little bit. Let's walk around, see what's going on. So I'd be shocked if we didn't vote yes for Project Marvel.
The city of Detroit was on the verge of becoming a fucking ghost town.
Right.
Sports revitalized that city. Moving the Pistons and the Red Wings to downtown Detroit and then redoing Tiger Stadium. Look how beautiful downtown Detroit is now.
Hell, Philly's a dump, but you got Sixers here,
Mm-hmm.
Phillies here,
Yep.
Eagles here in the triangle.
And the downtown around it.
I don't know how they did that. I don't know how the parking works,
bomb.
but it's a little triangle of 3 stadiums,
Mm-hmm.
and it's booming.
Yes, sir. Booming.
And Philly's a dump.
A lot of it is, yes, for sure. I spent 6 hours in Philly once, but I stayed downtown, and it was great.
It was great.
I didn't
see
see the dump. I didn't see the
No, you didn't have to see North Philly.
All right, watch you in the building every day on the Anthem television app. Download the Anthem app for free. Free movies, shows, sports talk, and more. New lineup and a movie premiere this week, including Halo 2, Raiders of the Lost Ark, Batman Inception, and more. You can see us multiple times a day. It is in the building on demand at the free Anthem TV app. Download it for free. All right, show also brought to you in part by Slackers, the official sports bar. I've been in the building, 5 locations in beautiful, quirky San Antonio. Med Center, North Star Mall location on Rector, 281 in Thousand Oaks, the Necco Slacko Dochis location, and then the one inner downtown. If you're in town from out of town, you're looking for some place kind of close to inner city to hang this
Yeah,
week.
good point, Mike.
We got a Slackers right there on St. Mary's, which I no doubt will probably be slamming this week on Saturday for the games and Final Four. So thank you to Slackers. And they got our concert series going at the Med Center location up on Fredericksburg Road every Friday for the next several weeks. Local bands will be playing at Slackers on Friday night in the Medical Center. It is in the building. Rudy wanted to mention the noted rapper Drake, who's been in the news for a lot of reasons lately, most notably his battle with Kendrick Lamar, which I still think started off as a bit and then it got personal, but really was just kind of a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Rudy sent us a picture of Drake, who apparently he's either a Rangers fan or he just likes women's body parts. There's Drake. Did he post this or something?
Yeah,
In his
but Drake
Tetas hat.
loves Houston. I don't know if he loves Texas, but he loves Houston.
Well, you know what, man? He's a transplant. You can root for the
He
Astros
has a
and the
ranch in
Rangers.
Houston.
Yeah, he does.
$15 million ranch.
Mm-hmm. So shout out to part-time Texas Drake.
I just wanted to give him some love for always showing love to Texas.
Tetas hat.
Why is that okay?
Why is what okay?
Because we are in Texas. Texas is a huge state of people that speak Spanish.
Yeah, I know.
Why are the
dude.
Rangers able to get away with this?
They're not. They got pulled off the shelf.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. We did a segment on this.
Yeah, there's no one that speaks Spanish at Fanatics or whoever made that new
Right.
era.
Fanatics. Was it Fanatics that did that?
Yeah, one of the two. Yeah,
They decided to put the name
So
of the
tetas
town.
are titties, right?
Yes, it's a
Okay.
slang term for chichas.
Okay, so it did get pulled. So
Lambs,
now that it got pulled, now I really want to
sweater puppies, titties,
What are they called?
fun bags,
sweater puppies.
Oh,
whatever you want to call them. Tetas is a slang term, just like all those. I'm giving you
Okay.
examples of slang.
I
terms.
didn't know that
Titties.
this was pulled. I want the
Oh,
hat
it's
now.
pulled. You can't get it.
Okay.
Oh, good luck. They're $1,000 on the
Oh,
dark
I don't want it
interwebs.
that bad.
Yeah, these things have become collector's items. Shout out to member Tagular. Got a hold of me last night.
He did?
He did. He won the skateboard we gave away yesterday or 2 days ago here on In the Building. We had the San Antonio Spurs guys were painted in cartoon form on the skateboard. We gave it away to Tagular, so we were able to find him. So that's good. Thank you, Tagular. An update on the 2025 In the Building Mexican Restaurant Challenge of 2K25.
Oh, yeah.
You want to hear some results? Yesterday's draw requires Uncle Mike's readers.
Jesus.
So congratulations. Yesterday, Don Pedro's beat Rosario's.
Ooh.
Eddie's Taco House beat La Fonda on Main. So the fancier places, y'all are voting against them, I can tell.
Yeah.
The holes in the walls are advancing. The original beat Fidelo's, which a lot of y'all bragged about how great that was a bad draw for Fidelo's having to go up against the original. And Los Barrios beat El Bucaneros. So congratulations to yesterday's Mexican
Los
restaurant.
Barrios
winners.
beat Bucanero. I
Yeah.
love that. I like
Yeah.
Los Barrios. I love their salad fries.
Oh, I love Los Barrios. Shout out to Mr. Barrios, Luis.
Wait, is
friend
it
of
the right
ours.
place? I don't know.
Shout out. I have no influence in
Okay.
this. I didn't vote. Other people voted.
I didn't
so
vote either, right?
congratulations to Los Barrios for advancing. All right. Have you boys seen these torpedo bats being used in baseball?
I thought only the Yankees were using them.
No, a handful of guys are using them
Okay.
now.
They look illegal.
Well, they don't. I don't.
They're not,
They're
though.
not technically, because some MIT physicist
Of course, it was an MIT nerd.
found a way to design this thing and keep it under spec with the league's rules on bats. Have you
Mhm.
seen this thing?
The bat it looks like
goofy
it looks
looking.
like the Little League World Series bats. They look really short and compact.
And it's all fat. It looks pregnant. It looks like a bowling pin.
But the MIT dude said, nope.
Yeah.
These are the MLB specs. Don't try to pull
Well,
my bat.
Have y'all seen some of the damn numbers being put up by these
No.
clubs using these?
Are
things?
they up?
The Yankees broke this is the Yankees, by the way, who've been around since 1900 whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Broke their all-time club record for home runs in a game in 4 innings.
Mm.
And they had like 9 home runs in 4 innings, Bouquet. You keep up with baseball.
Yeah,
Was
yeah.
it 9-4? 9 home runs in 4 innings for the Yankees the other day.
Yeah, Nestor Cortez was throwing meatballs.
And that doesn't even include Giancarlo Stanton, who's not even playing because he's hurt. You know why? They think it's because of that damn bat. He says bullshit. Don't be getting on. That has nothing to do with anything. So Stanton used this damn torpedo bat all year last year, and he's got
Saturday.
real bad tendonitis in both of his elbows.
By the
Well,
way,
that
that's
dude's
the
always
difference.
hurt.
And
That's-
so,
There's the difference on the screen.
oh yeah,
about
there's the
bats.
photo. There's an image. See the difference in the torpedo
It's a
bat
little
on the
fat
right?
head, a
It's
little chubby.
weird looking, man. Boy, you get fisted that thing, you're gonna break your fingers.
Yeah, I hope that.
So if it was
pictures are
somebody
fine.
else besides Stanton, I would be like, okay, maybe there's something to this. But he's always hurt.
Yeah, he is hurt a lot. You know, as that he said yesterday, do not make this a thing. This has nothing to do with the bat. He's got
Okay.
real bad tennis elbow in both elbows.
I got
So people wonder maybe it's because you're swinging that wonky looking bat all the damn time. But a lot of guys have picked up on it. It has become a rage and watch. You know how guys copycat each other.
Mhm.
Half that league's going to be rolling with these damn torpedo bats before too long. Jose, do you think they're fine? Do you like the torpedo bat, or do you want baseball to step in here?
No, they're fine. It's obviously because it's the Yankees. I would like to see them get fucked, but
No, forget your
they're fine,
forget your allegiances. Let's talk about baseball.
I mean, it's and I heard Cody Bellinger talking about this. It's that thing where, Rudy, you'd understand this as well. In golf, you get your clubs fitted to you. You get your club angle fixed. You get whatever you.
Good analogy.
I like that.
That is what baseball is becoming. You know, it's now going to be bats getting fitted to the players. And Anthony Volpe, who needs all the help he can get, obviously, moved his sweet spot and went from 1 home run last year to he has 4 this year.
Okay.
And Alex
Ooh.
Bregman on the Red Sox is starting to use it now. And I'm very interested to see how it all work out. But it's just a new wave. You know, pitchers got all the rules.
They'll be banned next year.
Oh, you
Maybe.
think so?
They'll be
Maybe.
banned.
Well, they change the
banned.
damn ball every 5 years too. I mean, they've
That is
always
true.
they're always going to change.
The base is
equipment
bigger
and
now.
gear.
Yes.
Yeah, gear and equipment are always going to get jacked with. It's always going to create havoc, and it's always going to be controversial, especially if guys start having ridiculous success. Ask me at the end of this season with more guys using it than ever, and I'll give an opinion on that torpedo bat. But it is a weird-looking damn bat. All right, it's in the building, presented in part by Lone Star Nano Services. Okay.
What up, Nano?
Storm season is nigh upon us, and a lot of times people have roofs that need to be treated. This is not about getting a new roof or not. This is about simply preserving the life of your current roof. A lot of times people think, oh, I might need a new roof. And then you get a roofer, they come in, well, you don't really need a new roof, and insurance is not going to pay for this roof anyway. So consider getting nano treatment. Preserve the life or extend the life of your roof by up to 15 years. With this insane nano treatment, our guys at Lone Star Nano Services, the official nano treatment services company in the building, they will give you a free inspection. They'll come out, take a look at your roof, and tell if you needed to have it treated or not. Because, you know, this Texas weather, I was just bragging about it earlier, but we have very hot summers, cold winters, the rain, the hail, the dust, the wind, this kind of shit. You know, people up in West Texas, they deal with the dust constantly. It will do havoc on an asphalt roof. So if you have an asphalt roof, let these boys at least come out and give you a free inspection and see if you can get this thing treated. It's a hell of a lot cheaper than getting a new roof. And most of y'all probably don't need a new roof, but you do need this treatment from Nano. It's Lone Star Nano Services. Reach out to me or Google them and get a hold of them, and I'll get you in touch with these people. All right, what else today? A lot of little sports snorts today going on. Just a lot of little things.
Little
going
shit.
on. Little shit. A lot of little things going on. The tush push has been tabled here for a little
Although
bit.
they got 16 teams that won it out, it's
Mhm.
been tabled. And good. I mean, good for.
They're going to redo. They're going to bring this back up in May and see.
They got a tush push. If I was Philly, I'd get all I could get in the next 2 seasons. It's going to be gone.
16 clubs want the thing.
That's more
But
than
it requires
that's
24.
half.
But
Yeah.
it requires 24 to
Yeah.
go law to ban the tush push.
If you haven't been tush pushed to a loss, you don't get it. You know what I mean? When you're constantly got a team in third and short
Yeah.
and they just push themselves right over the first down marker, it's demoralizing.
Right. Right.
So you got those 16 teams that are against it have been tush pushed to a loss.
Speaking of losing, Micah Parsons is in the news.
What'd he do?
Micah Parsons called Jerry Jones directly. He was on vacation in Abu Dhabi and decided, I guess he had an epiphany one night and called Jerry on the phone personally, not his agent. Micah did. Jerry, when I get home, I want to sit down. So he and Jerry apparently had like a 6-hour-long meeting the other day in person up at the Star in Valley Ranch. Not Valley Ranch. I still say Valley Ranch after all these years, up in Frisco. And there were people that were criticizing Micah for not involving his agent. The agents come out and said, that's okay. I don't mind. They're just trying to get a deal done. Jerry says the deal is not far off with him and Micah.
No,
He called
I
him
ain't
Michael.
I ain't even know.
Michael Parsons.
Yeah, it ain't even going. It ain't even no. That's not even a concern of mine. That deal's getting done.
Dude, this is anything Micah Parsons has become such an ass whip. God almighty.
Yeah.
His name whips my ass. I need to go a month without that name in my head. I'm just beaten down by Micah Parsons. Totally beaten down.
We'll get used to it.
What else today? We're signing up kids for soccer at San Antonio City Soccer. All right. We have an event placement coming up in May. The girls go May 6th. The boys start May 12th. If your kid's looking to play in the Elite Soccer League in this town, that's our guys at San Antonio City. Multiple fields all over the area. Get your kid in one of these placement tournaments if he or she was born between 2007 and 2015. It's not a, hey, you've been cut thing. You're not trying out. You're being placed. They're going to take a look at your level, and they're going to put you in the league that fits your kid's level the best, which isn't that what we all want?
Yes.
It's an on-par level deal, and they're going to have a placement event, 2 of them for the boys and the girls coming up in May. Reach out to SA City Soccer or get a hold of me. I will get you in direct contact with everybody that's in charge of these placement events up at San Antonio City Soccer. All right. And now, a moment for these. We're going to start doing more commercials on this show.
We have to.
We're a legit television show.
We're TV. We're on Anthem TV. We're on YouTube
correct.
TV.
Right.
We're on TV. Why not?
So now, more, Jose, after these messages from Texas Cheer Liquor in the building. I have here assembled alcoholic beverages. What else do they have in common? They were all bought at the same place, Texas Cheer Liquor. What else do they have in common? I mentioned in the building when I got them and got 5% off. Not just me. The Taylor Rudy in the building 5% discount applies to all humanoids old enough to drink, of course, at all 7 area Texas Cheer Liquors. No matter what it is you get from that store, mention in the building, get yourself 5% discount when you say in the building at all 7 Texas Cheer Liquors. How about that?
And how about that camera work from Nina, zooming in on the liquor and then coming back out?
Yeah,
she may know what she's doing.
Didn't have the biggest budget on that commercial we shot.
Hey, it worked.
It worked. 5% off. Thank you to my executive producer. Thank you. That's good. 5%. All right. Friday, I have an announcement to make before we get out of here.
Okay.
I'm doing a pop-up. I'm going to appear at number 8.
410 in military.
Texas Cheer number 8. I will be there from 2 to 3, and I'll post this on my socials.
This Friday. Today's Wednesday. And,
all right. On Friday, I'm going to be at Texas Cheer Liquor on 410 and Military, which is number 8 store. You can look if you look it up on your phone. From 2 to 3, I'm going to be selling barbecue tickets. All right. Now we got to get tickets sold. I've got VIP tickets for sale. They're only $25 a piece. They get you all access, and you get your right good with Jesus, get your heart right with Jesus, because all the money goes to the kids of the Salvation Army. And I'm going to give you a free Shiner hoodie. It's really cool. Rudy saw these yesterday. So come buy tickets from me at Texas Cheer Liquor between 2 and 3 on Friday on Military and 410. If you buy one VIP ticket, you can buy 50. But one purchase, I'm going to throw in a free hoodie from Shiner. I'm going to wear the hoodie on the show tomorrow, I think, just to show what it looks like. It's a really cool hoodie. Okay. I got a bunch of hoodies. I'm going to be selling tickets at Texas Cheer Liquor on Friday.
Get some booze, too, for the weekend.
Man.
Get loaded up on your booze
for
the
weekend. Get loaded up. I got to go potty.
You got to piss?
Yeah.
You're going to sit down?
Fuck no. I'm going to stand there with my big old penis hanging over the water like always.
All right, I'm out.
Then I'm going to dab the toilet paper. All right, we're done.
I'm out on
Thanks
that,
everybody. Appreciate everybody who was a part of this one. Love y'all hard. We'll see you back up in here mañana.
Well,
Tell your
Sports Radio, baby.
like this show. I found out yesterday. That's how you get into the algorithm. Likes. I didn't know that.
Y'all need to hit like. You're
Hit
right
like,
there.
hit like, hit like. Love you all hard. See you tomorrow. Bomb.
Anthem TV, a free streaming digital community. With a click of a mouse or a tap on your phone, you have instant access to free TV shows, movies on demand, music, pay-per-view events, and so much more. Download Anthem TV on your smartphone, smart TV, or any streaming device and enjoy instant access. Subscribe and download Anthem TV today.